After helping over 7,000 small businesses grow online and making more than $400,000 in revenue just last month, I can confidently say I've tested every marketing platform out there. But after more than 15 years in marketing and automation, there's nothing else that even comes close to what GoHighLevel offers. I've been using it for about 3 years, and today I manage over 300 subaccounts inside GoHighLevel every single day. It completely changed how I run my agency, and because I know firsthand how hard it can be to choose the right platform to stick with. I want to walk you through the whole tool and show you whether GoHighLevel is worth it for you and how you can test it out yourself before spending a single dollar so you can save time, save money, and grow your business the smart way. All right, so let's jump right inside GoHighLevel. When you first sign up, you'll see the agency dashboard. And by the way, if you want to follow along with this review, there's a link down below where you can sign up for GoHighLevel. It'll make it a lot easier to see exactly what I'm talking about. The agency dashboard is like the main account that controls all your settings. Under an agency account, you have business sub-accounts that you can use for yourself, clients, or customers. This allows each business to have its own custom settings, staff members, and of course, its own AI agents. Once you are in a sub-account on the left, you'll see all the main sections of GoHighLevel. We'll go through each of these later, but the first one is right here, the dashboard. This is basically your main snapshot of the business. You can pick your time range here at the top, and it gives you a full overview of how your marketing and sales systems are performing. What I really like about this dashboard is that it's not just showing numbers that no one actually cares about. It's showing me real actionable data I can actually make decisions from. So for example, you can see exactly how many new opportunities came in this week, how many converted, and where you're losing people in the funnel. For me, this is what helps me make fast decisions every day in my agency. All right, so now that we're done with the dashboard, you can see there's a lot of stuff sitting here on the left. And honestly, it can feel like a lot when you first open it up. So to keep things simple, I like to split all these tools into 3 big categories. First, you've got communication and clients. Second is marketing and sales systems. And third is growth and management. Let's start with communication and clients. This category includes conversations, calendars, contacts, and opportunities. It's basically everything that helps you talk to leads, follow up with them, and manage your relationships all in one place. So the first one here is conversations. This is like your main inbox. This is where all my messages show up: texts, emails, DMs, even WhatsApp. If you're running an agency or doing any kind of outreach, this is huge because it keeps everything organized. Now, adding new phone numbers here is also super easy. Down in the bottom left, click the settings, and then you've got the phone number section. You can literally buy local or toll-free numbers right inside GoHighLevel. And you can set up a 2P registration so your messages are officially verified for business use. One of my favorite recent updates here is the AI calling feature, but we will get a lot deeper into the AI side of GoHighLevel later in the video, so stick around for that. Now let's move to calendars. This one doesn't look crazy at first, but it's one of the most important things in here. I connected all of my calendars here: Google, Outlook, and even my Calendly links. So if you've got multiple sales reps or departments, you can build separate calendars for each. And what's great about it is that every meeting booked here triggers automatic reminders by text and email. This one thing alone cut my no-shows a ton. I barely even think about confirmations anymore because GoHighLevel does it automatically. So even though it looks simple, it's actually one of the most valuable features for agencies because it keeps your schedule tight and your pipeline moving. Next up is contacts. This is basically your CRM where every lead, call, and message ends up. From here, I can send bulk texts or emails, tag leads by interest, and automatically move them through follow-up workflows. And then we have opportunities. This is your pipeline view where you can actually see every deal stage from new lead to closed client. It's entirely drag and drop, and I love how easy it is to spot what deals are going cold. Plus, it automates the boring and repetitive parts when a lead books a call. Overall, this first section is what ties everything together. It replaces 5 or 6 different tools, keeps your team in sync, and gives you a complete picture of your entire client journey, from that first text message all the way to a closed deal. Now, if this feels like a lot to take in, don't worry, you don't have to figure all of this out right now. At the end of the video, I'll show you how you can get access to my free course on how to start an AI business, where I go way deeper into each of these features and show you step by step how to actually use GoHighLevel to build a real automated agency from scratch. All right, now we switch over to probably the most interesting part inside GoHighLevel, and that's the marketing and sales systems category. This one includes automations, marketing, funnels, websites, and payments, everything inside GoHighLevel that helps you scale your business faster. So let's start with automations. Think of this as your personal assistant inside GoHighLevel. So let me just show you how it works. I'm gonna go up to the top right here and click Create Workflow. Now you can start from a template, import one, or just start completely from scratch. I'll start from scratch so you can see how it actually works. Once you open it, you'll see this clean interface. At the top, you've got your trigger. That's what starts the whole thing. So for example, I'll click add a trigger and choose tag added. That means that whenever a new lead gets tagged with something like new prospect, this workflow will automatically start. Now I'll click add action. Here you can choose what happens next, like sending an email, an SMS, a voicemail, or even a DM. So let's just do something fun. I'll pick send Instagram DM. Then you can choose a pre-made template or just write your own. I'll type, hey, just saw you joined us, check this out. Then hit save action and it's ready. You can keep stacking more actions like following up after an hour or two or sending a different message if they don't respond. And when you're done, you just click save and now it shows up in your workflow list, ready to go. That's literally it. You just built an automated sequence that could have taken you hours each week if you had done it manually. And that's the best part for me. It not only saved me time, but also made me more consistent. Every single lead gets followed up with instantly without you or your team having to remember anything. Now let's move on to the marketing tab. This is honestly one of the most underrated parts of GoHighLevel because it's where you can manage all of your emails and posts in one place. So right here, if I click on marketing, you'll see a few different options. You can build them from scratch or use one of GoHighLevel's pre-built templates. Let's say I want to send a campaign to my existing clients. Inside here, you can also see your campaign statistics and even drop in a countdown timer, which is super effective for limited time offers. There's also something called trigger links, and these are insanely useful. When someone clicks on a specific link, GoHighLevel can automatically tag them, move them into another workflow, or send them a different follow-up email. All right, now we move into the big one, sites. This is where GoHighLevel really stands out. So right here, I'll click new funnel and let me show you how easy it is to create one. You can start from scratch or use the AI funnel builder, which is super helpful. Let's use the AI version so you can see what it does. I'll click create funnel with AI, type in my business name. Let's just say Sean's Tech Agency. Then I select my industry. I'll go with technical service. Then I'll decide what I want the funnel to do and the tone I want for the content. Let's say something professional. Then I hit generate. And after a few seconds, it literally builds an entire funnel. And if you want to do it manually, you can still build from scratch using their drag and drop builder. It works just like ClickFunnels, but it is smoother and more efficient. You've got full analytics right here, conversion rates, traffic sources, and drop-off points, so you can see exactly where people are falling off and fix it. And the nice part is, you can also create full websites the same way. So let's say you're an agency, you can literally build your clients' websites inside here too. There's also an analytics tab for all of this. You can see how many people visited your site, how many opted in, how many bought, and your exact conversion rate. Now, the last one in this section is payments. This is where you handle all your invoices, subscriptions, and digital products. You can connect to Stripe, PayPal, or Authorize, and I like how payments tie directly into automations. So when a client pays, I can have GoHighLevel send a welcome email, unlock course access, or trigger onboarding instantly. Now, let's jump into the third category, growth and management. This is where you actually go from just running systems to scaling them. We've got AI agents, memberships, reputation, and reporting. So let's start with AI agents, and honestly, this is one of my favorite parts of the entire platform. Now, what this lets you do is build your own AI employees. Right now, the voice AI mainly works with incoming calls through your lead connector number. Let's click into it so I can show you what I mean. So right here, I'm going to click create new agent. Now it's going to ask for some basic setup where you give your agent a name, select which business or sub-account it's for, and then you can choose a voice from GoHighLevel's built-in voice library. There are many realistic voices to choose from, so you can match the tone to your brand. For this example, I'll go with one of the higher quality options, Apple, since it sounds clean and professional. Here, you can set your agent's language, working hours, and even the greeting message, for example. Hey, this is Alex from the agency, just following up on your request. Then I'll click next, and this is where you define your agent goals. You can link it to a knowledge base, which basically acts as your AI's memory. It helps it answer questions more accurately, but we'll dive deeper into the knowledge base in just a bit. What I really like about this is that it can trigger workflows right after the call. You can even get a call summary or transcript emailed to you afterward. And if the AI ever gets a tricky question, it can transfer the call to a real person or forward it to voicemail. It also supports business hour settings, so you can decide when the AI should pick up or forward to your team. Once everything is configured, you just assign a phone number, hit save, and it's done. I've been using it for inbound calls and missed call follow-ups, and honestly, it's been a huge help. Now, moving over to Conversation AI. This is where you can build an AI bot for your DMs. So let's go ahead and click Create Bot. You can either build it with a prompt-based setup or go with the guided setup. I'll go with the guided setup. Then you can select between general Q&A and appointment booking. General Q&A allows you to simplify customer interactions, while appointment booking helps you book more appointments. So I'll go for appointment booker, pick my brand voice, and then set up a few preferences. I can control how fast the bot responds so it feels natural. Then you can add an initial message. Next, I'll go down to bot goals. Here, you decide what the bot is going to do. It can collect info, qualify leads, schedule appointments, or even transfer a conversation to a real person if needed. So let's say I wanted to collect name, email, and phone number, then automatically book the appointment on my calendar. Once that's set up, I hit save, and now it's running. It's automatically responding to DMs, setting appointments, and following up on missed calls. Now, let's talk about the knowledge base, because this is where your AI actually gets smart. So I'll click over to the knowledge base and create a new one here. I'll name this one AI Appointment Data and add a quick description. This just helps keep things organized if you're managing multiple bots. Once it's created, this is where you actually train it. You can upload URLs, your website's FAQ, service descriptions, or any data that explains what your business does. You can also add FAQs manually, like what's your pricing or do you offer custom plans? And the AI learns how to answer them exactly how you want. Now, one of the biggest updates here is that you can have multiple knowledge bases. This is super powerful if you're managing multiple businesses or client accounts. So for example, you could have one knowledge base for your agency, another for your coaching program, and another for a software product, and each bot can be trained only on the one that applies. You can also attach up to 7 knowledge bases to a single bot, and once you've trained it, it's ready to go. Now, under the AI section, there's also Content AI, and this is like your creative assistant. It's not an AI bot that talks to clients. It's more of a workspace that manages all the content your AIs generate. I like it because it makes it easy to keep things consistent. You can review everything that's been generated, make tweaks, and repurpose that same content across multiple campaigns. All right, now moving over to memberships, this is another section I personally love, especially if you're running digital products, client training, or coaching programs. Next, we've got reputation and reporting. Here you can track your reviews, reply to them directly, and automate follow-ups after projects to collect more feedback. For example, after a client project is completed, you can set up a workflow that automatically sends a review request via text or email. The reporting section gives you a clear view of your ads, calls, and appointments, so you can instantly see what's performing and what needs fixing. So with all of that being said, let's circle back to the beginning and answer the question of whether or not GoHighLevel is really worth it. And is it actually the best all-in-one platform for agencies and small business owners? Well, after everything I've shown you today and after using it myself for years, I can tell you that GoHighLevel isn't just another shiny CRM. It's a complete business operating system. It replaces your funnels, automations, email tools, payment processors, everything in one tool. Running an agency or any online business without a tool like this is chaos. Multiple logins, disconnected systems, and integrations. Every month, more bills are stacking up. It's messy, complicated, and it slows you down. GoHighLevel fixes that, because once you bring everything together here, it finally feels like your business is running how it should. Automations run automatically, clients are followed up with, leads are nurtured, and payments are tracked, all in one place. Now, of course, GoHighLevel is a professional tool, and professional tools come with professional pricing. They offer 3 main plans: the starter plan at $97 a month, the pro plan at $297, and the software pro plan at $497 a month. And look, I get it, if you're just starting, that might seem like a lot. But if you actually add up what paying for all your separate subscriptions, your CRM, email platform, funnel builder, and automation tools, you're probably spending more than that right now. That's exactly why I decided to partner with GoHighLevel to give you something special. If you use the link down in the description, you'll get a 30-day free trial, which is double what you get on their website, so you can test everything yourself before spending $1. And on top of that, you'll also get free access to my AI business course, where I'll show you how to use GoHighLevel to build your own AI-powered agency from the ground up. So if you're ready to run your business from one place that actually works, click the link down below, start your free trial, and I'll see you inside.